Hello everybody, my name is Bootu and welcome back to another video. Today I have something very special for you all. Today I'm going to be doing an interview with Narkify. This is a video that I've been wanting to do for a while, but me and Narkify just never had the time to up until very recently, thanks to winter break. Thank you Narkify for giving me the opportunity to do this, and I'm not going to waste more of your guys' time. Let's just get right into the video. Hello.
Hello? I just watched Home Alone and Home Alone 2.
Damn, we were actually watching Dear Santa just now.
Oh, nice.
The one where Jack Black
Just
is
so
Satan
many.
himself.
What?
It was a fever dream, but I love it so much. I love it so much, it's so good.
Oh, get around! Yeah.
Alright, I guess I gotta do the intro for this shit. What is up, my gays, straights, and those who master? Welcome to another video.
Straights and those who master. Dude, that's so good. That's so good.
I have Narkify here. I'm doing an interview. I can't stop laughing over this shit. It's so stupid. Okay, I'm interviewing Narkify today, cause why not? It is the first day of winter break for me, so that's hype.
And
I got
I'm
some
sick.
questions that my friends gave me, and then I have my own questions that I prepared.
Alright, so what are we starting with?
Let's start with the fan questions. What are the best and worst experiences that you've had with a demon?
Best and worst experiences?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I don't really have a lot of bad experiences, even with bad levels, like... Sorry, I can't breathe through my fucking nose. I have to cough.
It's okay, take your time. Take your time. It's
This
okay.
is a great time to do an interview.
Don't worry, it'll add to the interview, trust.
I honestly think it will. That's honestly, like...
Yeah.
I don't want to do it at a different time. Yeah, So, thing is with Geometry Dash is I really like the game. You know? Like, I have fun. That's how you play it.
As one should.
But, like, I'm pretty sure I gave Elite Z Rebirth, like, a 9 out of 10. And I think that that level is not really the greatest gameplay-wise. I actually did find it really fun. But, like, I can see why it's, like, hated on. So, like, even, like, bad levels like that, like, I still, like, thoroughly enjoy. My favorite experience was Moment, obviously. I don't know.
I knew it was either gonna be that or Rage.
Okay, Rage was also really good, but I think Rage is like number 3 right now because Moment and 666 are my favorites.
Yeah.
Are my favorite experiences. Moment is my favorite, even when I was frustrated with that level because of how hard it was for me because I did it as my 4th extreme.
Oh damn.
Yeah. And I did it in under 10k attempts, surprisingly, even though my hardest at the time was troll level. But anyways, yeah, so Moment, even when I was, like, frustrated because of how hard it was, like, I loved every second of playing it. Like, there was not a moment in time, holy sh**, no way. The gravity of this moment is insane. Oh, Gravity was also really good, but I'm not counting that because it's not rated.
Yeah.
But yeah, Moment is my favorite. My least favorite, I don't think a lot of people that, like, watch me know this because, like, I don't talk about it a lot, and also, like, the completion for this level is only on my 2nd channel. My least favorite extreme is Bloodbath.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
I don't like to do levels, like, even levels that, like, I really hated, like, even levels that I hated playing doesn't necessarily mean I hate the level. Like, I still think Bloodbath is obviously just objectively a very important level in the game's history, and it is also, I think Cataclysm is the most downloaded extreme.
Yeah, I think
but
so.
Bloodbath is the 2nd most downloaded extreme.
Editor,
Like, it's
pop
the most
it up on the
influential.
screen to fact check this. Future me, do that right now. I'm watching you. I know what you're gonna do. Don't procrastinate.
Yeah, you better start editing this video.
Yeah, if Narkify doesn't see that in this video, she will find you.
I will find
And she
you. I know
will
where you live,
defenestrate you.
You might not think I know where you live, but trust me, I do.
You have an IP tracker or some shit.
Oh, no. I got Senna. I got him locked in my basement right now.
Oh god! He's in the goddamn walls!
He tells me when you're awake. Oh no, I'm thinking about you.
We're so fucking stupid. How often do you need to post videos to succeed in YouTube?
I mean, there's not really an objective answer to that because I didn't upload for over like 7 months, and when I came back, I just made a video that like I didn't expect it to get views, and it got like 70 views in like 3 days. And then afterwards, it just took off, and now here we are. And now it has 70,000
Which video was
views.
that? Which video was that?
I verified an impossible level.
Oh, that video!
Yeah, that was the video that got me in the spotlight, basically. Like, no one, like, promoted it or anything, just the algorithm took it and ran. And I kind of understand why, because I think it's probably the most
Anything with
appealing video
impossible
I had
level in
uploaded
the
to that
title
point.
is just instant views.
Yeah. I mean, like, I obviously did try really hard to make it as, like, appealing as possible, and everything else like that, but I didn't really expect it to get views. And I didn't post for 7 entire months, and it knocked every video I've ever made out of the park.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't say there's an objective answer, just you have to... Because, like, even if you, like, dip for, like, 5 years, like, that's gonna hurt your analytics for sure, but... Like, if you just, like, start posting after that, and, you know, you have somewhat of a consistent schedule, YouTube will push out your videos at certain times. If you don't have a consistent schedule, though, it really... Honestly, it just doesn't fucking matter. You just gotta... It depends for... It's dependent on every channel, too. So, like, if you're another content creator that makes, you know, like, Geometry Dash content like I do, or just anything similar to, like, gaming videos, there's not really a specific schedule you gotta stick to. Although if you want to consistently hit the same numbers, for the algorithm, it's best to have like a specific schedule. So like YouTube will like know basically, like they'll push your videos out every like certain amount of time. Like if you post weekly, like every time a new video comes out, they'll push all your videos out like every week. But other than that, it's really not about consistency. It's more about keeping a community over posting often, I'd say.
How did you start playing Geometry Dash?
Oh god, alright. This is a funny story.
Oh boy! Story time with Narkify. Play the intro,
time with
editor.
Narkify.
Play the intro. Literally just steal Story time with Nepesta and replace it with Narkify.
Yep, do that right now.
Yup.
I better see like a very detailed photoshopped.
I'm gonna
remake
play
of
like
it.
bass boosted in it. What's the song name? I know it's from Undertale.
Oh, it's
I think it's like Snowden Village or something like that.
It's the Snowden shop from Undertale.
Yeah. I'm gonna play bass boosted, like bit crushed. That I'm gonna play that.
Yeah, I'm so autistic. Okay, I will say this before I answer the question and like tell my Nepesta story. As you can probably tell, I yap a lot, so I am very sorry for the length that this interview is.
I gotta do another one of these in like 20 years. Literally just the exact
Dude,
same
hell yeah.
questions.
Narkify, first look, 20 years later.
So how does it feel being a drug addict?
Hey man, you know, if you were good, I'd imagine in 20 years my voice would probably be higher, but, you know, we will.
We both.
And anyways, what was the fucking question? I forgot. So, very funny story. I was hanging out with my cousins on my dad's side of the family. I do not see my father anymore. I don't know if that's probably TMI, but it's fine. Anyways,
Yeah.
dad's side of the family, my cousin Should I say her name? Would it be like bad if I said her name?
I mean, like, if you say it and
Okay, just because I have a lot of eyes on me and I don't want doxers, because I know that there's people that want to dox me actively right now. So, just for
breaking news, people want to dox a small Geometry Dash YouTuber.
It's actually kind of wild the amount of people I got on my ass. Anyways,
like the moment I reach 1K subs, I'm gonna get like 50 DMs from people being like, "Hey, if you don't do this, I'm gonna leak your address."
Sections that are just like, Bluetooth giveaway. Join the Telegram group now.
No, I think they're gonna use my old Kirby profile picture.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna spell BOO2.
Boob 2.
Boo 2. Alright, we should get back to the story.
Oh my fucking god, I can't talk, dude. This is what happens when you get two people with ADHD into a call.
ADHD and autism in the same call together. It creates some of the best interactions you'll ever find on the planet. It's like a drug.
It is.
I'm a drug addict.
Okay. The fucking question. How did I start playing? So, how did I start playing GD? I was hanging out with my cousins. And one of my cousins, she's a year older than me. She was like showing me games on her like phone and her iPad, and her and her brother, they were showing me this game called Geometry Dash, and they were playing it. And I was like, holy, that is so cool.
The hit game by Robert Topala.
I mean, like at this point in time, I think the latest, because it was the light version.
Oh yeah,
that they were playing. I think the latest like level that was like available was Time Machine.
Damn.
So like this was like a long time ago.
I remember when the ship section of Stereo Madness was literally Slaughterhouse.
Dude, that shit was so hard. That shit. I don't know why that was so hard. Actually, I can tell you guys what my first practice run of Stereo Madness, like what my attempt count was. It was like 300.
Holy shit. I think mine was over 1,000.
Damn.
Alright, but back to the story. We've gotten sidetracked so much.
Oh my god.
Okay. So we were on the light version.
Yeah, so light version. Latest level was Time Machine.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, like, after I, like, saw them play the game, I thought they were, like, so fucking good at it. And I tried playing it, and I was ass, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I remember, like, the next day, like, me and my cousin, who, like, showed me the game, she was, like, me and her were, like, going around the dining room table, and we were using our fists as, like, squares, and we were pretending, like the squares were, like, jumping on the, like, heads of the chairs.
That actually sounds
because, like,
really awesome.
It had a really, like, complicated, like, design at the top. It looked almost like a cube could, like, go around it. And we're like, oh my god, it's Geometry Dash.
You should make that into a level. You should make that into a level. That's actually peak.
Chair by Narkify. Anyways, yeah, she showed me the game. And I did continue to play it after that. I kind of forgot about it. But, like, about a year or so later, this was, like, 2014, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Geometry Dash was, like, kind of, like, brand new.
Yeah.
At the time that they showed it to me. And I forgot about it for a while. And my sister was... she used, like, the family iPad that we had that, like, mainly just my stepdad and my sister used. But there was games on it, and I was like, you know, I'm a gamer. I want to play games. So I was playing all the games on the iPad, and, you know, there was this game where it was, like... I really want to find out if I, like, could find this anywhere, because we don't have the iPad anymore, but, like, it was, like, a zombie apocalypse game, and you were, like, in, like, a doom buggy or some shit.
Oh! Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
You had to, like, go, like, it was, like, an endless game. Like, you would just, like, go through, like, the abandoned city, like...
Would you just, like, run over zombies?
Yeah.
I think it was, like, Drive to Die or something like that.
Honestly, that sounds like it. I don't know. It was some shit like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
There was those games, you know, like classic games like Candy Crush, Tetris. I was fucking... I don't know why. Tetris was like my...
Dude, Tetris is my fucking jam, bro. Tetris is my fucking jam.
I was never good at it. I am still terrible at it.
I think I'm good, and then my friend whips out, like, the 6,000 score, while I'm over here with my 3,000.
Oh my god, dude, it's so weird seeing top players of that shit.
Like, they can literally make a piece, go in, like, they can make, like, one of those, like, they can make one of those T-shaped pieces, they can make one of those T-shaped pieces fit into spaces that you could not believe. Like, holy shit.
How? Like, you're so right, though, because, like, how do they think that fast? How do they do that?
Like, it's insane.
Anyways.
We're so fucking autistic.
Yeah. We went camping one time, and, like, every, like, couple of hours, I would go play Tetris for, like, 10 minutes.
That's awesome.
That's what I would do. And, like, I do it, like, in the middle of the night, too. Anyways. So, the fucking iPad with the zombie Doom Buggy game. There was, like, you know, like, just, like, classic mobile games, you know, Flappy Bird.
Yeah. I hated Flappy Bird. I sucked at it.
Temple Run. I was also at, I think my best was, like, 11. And that's
my best was 3.
Goddamn. Well, the 11 took me a long time. Anyways, holy shit, Geometry Dash.
Geometry Dash.
My sister's iPad, she got Geometry Dash on it. And I started playing it. And I was like, oh, this is the game that she showed me. Like, my cousin. I'm trying so hard not to say her name. But, like, I started playing it, and I was like, oh, shit, this is that game. And it was, like, awesome. So, I started playing it, and I fucking sucked out. And the last level was X-Step, I believe, in the light version that I had on there. And I tried to do, like, practice runs of all the levels, but they were all so fucking hard. Because, like, I just did not have it in me to try to beat any of them. And then I remember, like, the next day, it was, like, the morning, and I wanted to play the game again, because I was like, you know, I'm getting into this shit. And I remember, I tried to do a practice run of Starry Madness, and it took me, like, 300 attempts. Which is really fucking funny. And, like, a couple months later, I'm not even joking, a couple months later, of, like, playing this game on and off, I finally beat Stereo Madness, and I remember I, like, showed the fucking every replay to my dad. And he was like, is that you doing that? And I was like, yeah, that's me. And I was, like, acting all cool, because I beat fucking Stereo Madness.
Yo, guys, I beat Back on Track! Top 1 Extreme Demon!
I beat Back on Track while my stepfather was doing My stepfather was vacuuming while I was beating. I still remember that.
Shut up! Shut up, Dad! I'm beating Back on Track.
Oh shit! Excuse me.
Reminder not to make Narkify laugh too much, otherwise they're gonna literally cough and die.
Narkify fucking coughs and fucking dies.
Narkify has a heart attack and dies. The sequel. That's what I should name this video. Not an interview with Narkify, but Narkify has another heart attack and dies again.
Again. Anyways, yeah, that's how I started playing GD. I just kind of played it more. My sister got the full version, and I convinced my mom to buy me the full version eventually. And her hardest was fucking Electrodynamics.
I still haven't beaten Electrodynamics.
That shit was hard. I'm gonna be real. I actually had to like rebeat it recently because I wanted to get all the main level coins because I was lazy as when I rebeat all the main levels on the Narkify account that I have. So I rebeat it. Honestly, like that is low key an easy demon. Like
yeah, like Rob be tripping sometimes.
A little bit. That was pretty hard, but yeah, that was her hardest. And I remember like I literally couldn't get past the fucking UFO in practice mode. It was so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, and I just kind of been playing on and off. I've been in the community. Yeah.
Alright, before the next question, I'm gonna go get a soda, say some dumb shit for the video while I'm gone.
Alright. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone. Getting a soda, yeah. My name is Bootu.
Yo, I'm back.
Hello. Did you
I got a grape crush that I won in science class yesterday.
Swag.
When did you beat your first extreme demon, and was it enjoyable?
It was enjoyable. My first extreme demon was Deception Dive. I beat it when I was, I think, 11, which was pretty good. Although I did not get a skill boost from it at all. Like my second hardest was Ditched Machine. Like I didn't even beat an Insane Demon at the time.
Damn.
Like I just went straight for Deception Dive. I kind of just brute forced it and just played it a lot. I didn't really build any skills from it, but I did beat it. It took forever. I died at 96 twice.
Oh, damn.
And it was very enjoyable. I really liked Deception Dive. Deception Dive used to be one of my favorite levels for a really long time.
Why isn't it?
I didn't beat another extreme until I was 14, though, because I stopped playing the game for like a year and a half, and then I came back and I beat a couple of Insane Demons after a while to like rebuild skill and shit. And then eventually, in the last week of school, I beat ACU on my laptop in health class. So yeah, that was my second extreme, and then yeah.
That's honestly awesome. If someone offered you $10,000 to never play GD again, would you take it?
Absolutely not. No.
I thought you were gonna say absolutely, and I'm like, wow, okay.
10K? Okay, listen, I'm a greedy motherfucker, okay? I'm like, okay, this is kind of a fun fact, but I feel like I'll say it because, like, this is literally an interview that's about me, so I might as well. I have, like, a chronic fear of everything fucking going wrong. Like, when I'm not even kidding, when I was, like, 4 years old, I would literally, like, I'd be crying, and my mom would be like, oh, what's wrong? Like, Astro, what's wrong? And I would literally just start going on this whole, like, tangent about, like, Mom, I'm gonna be homeless and have no money when I'm an adult. I'm gonna be 18 and you're gonna kick me out of the house. I was, like, 4 years old worried about this shit.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna have to resort to being a drug addict and a pro. No, no.
I mean, it doesn't seem too unrealistic. No, like, I'd, like, go up to my grandma, because, like, I lived with my grandma till I was, like, around 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And, like, I'd be like, Grandma, I'm gonna go to jail when I'm an adult. I'm gonna go to jail. I was like, I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard not to do anything wrong because I want to be a nice person and everything, but I'm gonna go to jail. And I was, like, fucking horrified about that. And I've always been so, like, I've been, like, compulsively worried about, like, financial shit.
I remember I used to be really scared of people robbing my house and just, like, taking, like, some random toys of mine. So I would literally have nightmares of, like, robbers going in through my window and being like, hey, give me that Pokeball toy that you bought yesterday. And I'm like, please don't do that. I'll do anything. You can take my jewelry. Just don't, or my mom's jewelry. Just don't take my Pokeball.
Let me know jewelry!
And then I remember, like, having nightmares when I first got my 3DS about, like, me bargaining with them. Like, you could take everything else, just do not take my 3DS, its charger, its case, and any of my games.
That's so funny. That is so funny.
Yeah. I'd probably still try to bargain with burglars if I ever ran into any in my house. Be like, okay, you know what, hey man, I get it. You're in financial but just don't take any of my electronics. Please, man, I'm begging you.
I'm on my knees and I'm begging. Yeah, well, actually, to answer the question, though, 10K, that is way too fucking low. I have spent so much of my life on this game. I'm so, like, passionate about this game. I literally do not have to work a minimum wage job in high school because of this game, because I make videos on this game. So,
yeah,
no, 10K is way too fucking low.
Okay.
If you want to, like, start giving me a chance, you gotta go to, like, 500K, dude.
What would be the minimum that you would accept to never play GD again?
To never play GD again? Like, 500K.
Okay. I mean, you could literally just make reaction content of being like,
inflation
okay guys, what is up today? We're gonna be reacting to Silent Grief. Let's get into this. The new top 1 Grandpa Demon. Let's go. And then, like, after one frame, you'll pause and be like, okay, so we need to analyze everything that just happened.
That actually would be some shit. I actually was, like, before Grief came out, fun fact, I actually was going to make a video essay about why the level is good.
You
because I
should. That
liked
would
it
be
so
awesome.
much. I thought the previews were so cool, and then the level actually came out, and I commented on it in like 2 seconds. And like when it actually came out, I was like, damn, this kind of exceeded my expectations, but I never ended up making that video.
Nah, shucks. If someone offered you 10 or nope, that's the same question. I'm an absolute dumbass. What is your plan for if you make it big on YouTube? Examples would be stuff like hiring a team and other things.
So I'm iffy about that because a lot of the reason that my videos take a long time to come out is because I put I think from people watching them, they probably don't realize it, but I put details into like every single second. Like my projects have so many fucking assets in them. Like I'm very like outside of doing YouTube videos, like I'm an artist. I make music. I draw. I also build levels in GD. That's a big thing for me. And
gonna put that on your resume. It's just like, so what can you do? Why should we hire you? I can make cool stuff in Geometry Dash. You're hired.
I mean, well, like that is like I make music. I draw. I want to be a filmmaker. That's one of the things. I do have.
You should totally put me in a film.
Exclusive stuff.
You should totally put me in a
film. I do a lot of writing. I also know how to do animation.
Dude, I need to learn how to animate, dude.
I actually have like a giant display drawing tablet like right next to me.
Dude, I am wishing for a drawing tablet for Christmas, like legitimately, because I want to make a manga.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
But I can't draw for shit, so.
I go learn. I honestly am still not very good at drawing. My skills are mostly just because my art is mostly environmental. I'm terrible at drawing people.
Yeah.
But like I can draw like really, really detailed backgrounds that look nice, and a lot of my art is around environments and around abstraction. So my skill set with art does work.
Idea? You draw the backgrounds for my comic book panels, and I'll draw the characters, and we'll just fucking
No way, Captain Underpants. Let's go.
Wait. We'll get a tree. No. What we'll do is we'll graduate from school. We'll move in together. We'll just live in a tree house, and we'll make comics.
Let's go.
Wait, we should actually do that. That would be funny.
When I stop uploading, you'll know where I am.
In the treehouse.
I'll be in the treehouse with Butu.
Yeah! No, 20 years from now, or something like that, we need to make a video of us in a treehouse. No, that should be how we face reveal. We're just like, hey guys, we're in a treehouse, and then we just end the video.
Let's go. I'm in a treehouse, and that's the whole fucking thing, and we just never show our faces ever again.
No, it's like you look at the camera, we're both there, it's just like, hi, we're in a treehouse, and then it's like 3 seconds long. I don't even think you answered the question.
What was the question?
What is your plan for if you, like, make it big on YouTube? Like, really big. Like, Markiplier.
Right. I went straight out of the question immediately to other that I do outside of YouTube.
Let's go!
So...
Gotta get that advertising in.
YouTube, I'm not... I mean, it depends, because I want to do more than just be a YouTuber as, like, a living, although that is, like, my main thing. I would totally be okay with that. I just, like, I also want to, like... I have a lot of passion for, you know, like I said, like music and art, and like I want to be a writer, I want to be an editor, I want to be a director. Like there's a lot of other interests I have. But if my YouTube, let's say I ever became like a sustainable, like I could make a sustainable living off of YouTube, and like I had enough stuff to basically let me live. I mean, I wouldn't really change much from what I'm doing right now, just I would focus on YouTube a lot more, which means I'd be uploading a lot more. And also I just because I'm like making a living off of YouTube, I would definitely be throwing a lot more money into my videos. I'd probably be doing some shit that like Stallion does, like the last to stop straight flying gets $1,000.
Hey guys, what is up? My name is Mr. Breast, and in today's video, the first person to beat VSC gets $1.
I would like make a video where like I make this impossible ass challenge that I spend like a month trying to beat, and then I get like top players to do it, and whoever beats it first gets like $10,000.
Like how Woolsey literally created a f***ing frame perfect challenge thinking it was impossible.
Yeah.
That the world's best player, Space UK, beat.
Wait,
No.
was he the first one to beat it?
No, I think he was like the second.
Okay. I was gonna be like, that's kind of crazy now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Anyways, but yeah, basically it would just be Narkify right now, just on steroids.
Fair enough. First question from me. This is one that I've been wanting to ask you for a while. How did you get your name? How did you get the name Narkify?
Alright, sit down, sit back, relax, grab some snacks, pull up a blanket, and grab some popcorn, because I have a story for you.
Oh, okay, hold on. I need to, like, actually, like, okay. Hold on. I'm getting myself in, like, a blanket. I wish I had snacks, but we're, like, all out at the moment, so I'm gonna eat a f***ing Rubik's Cube, I guess. I just have a Rubik's Cube on my desk. I'm gonna eat a Rubik's Cube? No, I'll eat the box that, my spare SEO device keys are in, and I'll eat the remaining nerds from this little packet, from this little box that has, like, 3 tiny nerds things in them. Greatest snacks of all time, a Rubik's Cube, some cardboard, and whatever the hell the SEO device keys are made of, and 2 nerds.
The name Narkify requires a lot of context. I'm gonna just say this right now. The amount of internet lore, actually, honestly, just the amount of lore that I have is kind of outrageous. I could not explain all of it in a single session.
I genuinely wish I had more lore. Genuinely, I have lived a very boring life up until, like, very recently. Yeah. So I have no lore whatsoever.
I mean, that's alright. There's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't mean you can't make lore now, you know?
That's fair.
And you'll have lore to tell your grandchildren.
But I can't have, like, the Greg lore of, like, fending off an assailant in my home with a plastic baseball bat while they have, like, an AK-47. I can't do that.
It's probably good you don't have lore like that, because that sounds like a pretty traumatic experience.
No, dude, defending your home with a plastic baseball bat? Hell yeah!
I'm crying.
Alright, let's get back to the story.
Alright, Narkify.
Yeah.
The lore. Mm-hmm. So, I'm gonna have to start at a point in time.
Long before time had a name.
Long before time. The sensei from...
You know what? After this interview, I'm making you watch Ninjago with me.
Oh my god, alright. I'm done.
Let's go.
I haven't seen that show in ages.
Yeah, apparently it ended in, like, 2022 or something. Or it ended on, like, season 15 or something.
Only? What?
What do you mean, only?
Only?
That's a lot. Dude, you have to realize that, like, literally the first, like, I think the four seasons that I saw up to were the 4th season was, like, that elemental tournament thing. That was only the 4th season, I'm pretty sure. Like, how the fuck did they get 11 other or seasons? Like, dude.
I'm crying.
Okay, we should actually get on with the fucking interview. We're so stupid.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
I keep forgetting that, like, I'm supposed
We're the type of people that will literally stop the interview to watch, like, a 2-hour-long Roblox documentary.
We would.
I actually found a really good Roblox documentary that I'm going to show you sometime. That is 2 hours long, but it's really f***ing cool. It seems like something you would like.
There's a 12-hour-long video essay about why a map in TF2 is really good, and I want to watch it.
No, what we should do is, when we graduate, we should do just a 12-hour-long live stream of just us two watching it.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, guys, new Narkify and Boo2 collab confirmed, and we better get on with the f***ing interview already. Oh my god!
How long have you been recording for?
46 minutes!
Oh my fucking god.
I think we spent 8 minutes on the question of how did you get started playing GD. I think we spent like 8 to 10 minutes on that one alone.
That makes sense.
Alright, okay, tell your story. Tell your story.
So, long before time. So, the name Narkify, we need to start when I was a wee little lassie, you know, when I was a youngster, a youngin' in the lawn. So my first name on the internet was Nintendo Fan 15. And And it actually, so like for people that don't know, my actual like name in real life is Astralin. Okay, so yeah, my Discord display name is Lynn. Sometimes my name is Astralin. You can call me Astralin for short. Even though that seems kind of parasocial for like random people to call me by my name, I kind of don't mind. But yeah, so that's my name. So like, it used to just be like Astralin 7, and shit like that, like on the PS4. But like now, like after a while, when I started playing GD, and I started playing like the online levels and shit, and I started getting into the game, like for real, people would always have like a silly name, like something something with a number at the end, and I kept seeing those, and I was like, ooh, it'd be really cool if I had a name like that. So I basically, because I loved Mario so much, like Mario was like my favorite thing ever when I was little. So I eventually came up with the name Nintendo Fan 15, and I convinced my mother to help me create a Google account for my YouTube channel, where I would post the most content ever conceived. I mean, let's just be so for real. I came up with that name when I was 7 years old. I made the channel when I was 7. And
that's not even
so the name was
close to
Nintendo
being
Fan
as bad
15.
as some of the names I've come up with, dude.
Oh boy.
I've come up with Gaming God. I was so full of myself back then.
My friend's old username used to be MLG Gamer.
That's actually awesome.
That's still his name on Xbox.
So that's actually amazing.
Anyways, Nintendo Fan 15, that was my first YouTube channel name, and eventually I came up with a joke. With 2 of my friends at school in 9th grade, I believe. 9th grade. Holy fuck, I'm tripping. 4th grade, I was 9 years old. My bad.
9th grade, I was 4 years
I had 2
old.
best friends. One of them was Zach, and one of them was Belle. I can say their names because I am still friends with Belle. I'm not friends with Zach anymore. I don't know what he's up to, but I hope he's well. And if he ever sees this video for some reason,
Zach, if you're watching this video, Narkify says hi.
Name, but I don't want to dox him. So I was like, "Are you the Zach that I used to be friends with?" Let me put up this missing poster. Anyways,
let me just find an exact photo and send it here to Butu here to put on the screen.
Anyways, so yeah, they were my best friends, and we loved Pymations. Pymations was. Do you know who Pymations is?
I think so.
Yeah, Pymations. I've been re-binging a lot of his channel recently. Yeah. He was like my favorite animation channel. Like I knew about a lot of them. I fucking loved his parodies. His parodies were so fucking funny, and also I had to watch them in secret because they had swearing.
Oh yeah.
And like I couldn't watch that like in front of my parents, because I was a child. But yeah, so like we all loved Pymations, and Belle was talking about, like, we were at lunch one time and Belle was talking about like, oh hey, what would be the opposite of Pymations? So then we all started brainstorming, and we eventually ended up on Water Tune. And then Zach was like, well, water is like kind of not really an opposite of pie. I think we need a more like sophisticated liquid. And I was like, Coffee Tune. Holy Coffee Tune. And then I made like a really shitty stick figure animation, and I was gonna post it on my channel, Nintendo Fan 15. But then I was on a FaceTime call with Zach, and he told me, he was like, no, you should make a channel called Coffee Tune. And I was like, holy shit, you're so right, you're a genius, this is perfect. And I made like 3 animations in a single day. They were all really bad, but they were kind of funny, because like you gotta think about like what kind of humor was like at the time. So basically what I'm trying to get to is, holy shit, I talk too much.
No, it's fine, don't worry about it,
I made a new email, just like, it just had like my phone, mom's like legal name. And I made the Coffee Tune YouTube channel, and like I made the first video at like 11 p.m. and I woke up the next day and it got like 70 views, which was a lot for me because like on Nintendo 15 I averaged like 20 views on the videos because I uploaded like almost daily, and before I deleted the channel when I was 11 or 12, I only got to about 100 subscribers, which seems like still a lot considering the amount of shit that was on that channel.
I mean, I'm only at like
It's a really bad
330,
channel.
so like you weren't that far behind me, at least.
I mean, it also took me like several years to get there.
Oh damn, really?
But anyways, that's not. We're trying to get to Narkify, but I have to give so much context before. So, Coffee Tune, that is where so much. That's basically where I kind of lost my childish innocence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't at first, but like I created that channel, and that's where I started building like a real community for the first time. Because, like, with Nintendo 15, I kind of just wanted to be a YouTuber really bad. So I just kind of like make videos and I'd upload them, and I'd make videos and I'd upload them. I didn't really think about the community part because all I really cared about was just the channel and the friends that I make videos with. And that was that. But with Coffee Tune, like, I started doing the thing where like I made like story time animations. I made a Minecraft speedrun animation, and it was almost 1-to-1 copy of a terminal montage. Basically, I love terminal montage animations, so I just like kind of copied the style. But yeah, no, like I was a really shitty animator. I made like commentary animations. I made a video where I fucking talked about like the My Story Animates channels and like that. And I kind of got to. It also took several years, but I got to about 400 subscribers on that channel, and I had a really dedicated community. Even though I didn't have like thousands or anything, I still had like a dedicated set of like people that would like die for me. Basically, I had very awesome people around me at that time, and that was kind of my like the amount of lore that was in the Coffee Tune Discord servers, like. The 12-hour like TF2 video would not even compare to the fucking like 72-hour Coffee Tune Discord lore video. There's so much, and there's also so much I couldn't even put in the video because there's a lot of I just legally could not talk about publicly. It gets that bad. Anyways, so that channel, I eventually stopped wanting to do animation as like my main thing because I felt very pressured to be good at animation, and I gave myself no room to improve, and I just kept sucking at it, and I kept making shit videos out of pressure because I just really wanted to make good videos that people liked, and it never worked. So eventually I actually made a new channel under the same name, and I just made like commentary videos because that was the thing. It was 2020, like quarantine had started at the time, and the commentary community on YouTube in 2020 was like the peak of commentary YouTube, I'd say. And so yeah, I just like made those kind of videos, and I also really liked this guy. His name was Fresh, with 2 S's, and his profile picture is Mordecai. I don't think he's posted in like 20,000 years, but I really loved his Discord videos, so I took inspiration from him. I started making like Discord videos alongside those, and it was whatever, and it was awesome. And eventually, I got to a really bad mental state. I was like 12, so that sounds really goofy to say that I was like mentally ill. But also, this is also probably TMI, but like just to kind of give you perspective on like how actually like mentally ill I am. I had to go to the hospital because of a suicide attempt when I was like 10 years old.
Damn.
So, yeah, it's really bad. I think that's probably too much to say on YouTube, but like that was so long ago that I kind of don't mind saying it. But anyways, so like I basically went into an episode and I deleted everything. I removed every single piece of evidence that Coffee Tune was ever a thing, and
not even the CIA could trace it back to you.
Yeah, no, there was just nothing. Everything was gone. I left my Discord account. In fact, I literally left my Discord account. I made a new one, and I only added my best friend on there. I just added my best friend on there. and that was it. And I just never looked back. And so when I left Coffee Tune, I never wanted to have anything remotely similar to that name, which is where we're getting to the answer of the question.
Yeah.
Just there's a lot of context I wanted to.
It's
give.
okay. It's okay. It's all building up. It's all building up for a reason.
So I dipped from the internet. I'm not even kidding. For like 8 months, I did nothing on the internet for like 8 months, and I was hoping people would forget about me. And I wanted to come up with a new name. I went through a lot of different names. Basically, what my plan was is I was thinking of. So I'm guessing you guys probably know if you know anything about me, but I really like Iced Cave. Iced Cave is my favorite creator in geometry. And I've looked up to him since I was 7. And I wanted to have like a name kind of similar to that because I thought that that was a really cool name. But I couldn't really think of anything cool. And then when I finally did, all of them were taken.
Yeah.
And then I thought of something better. I was like, I don't really want to like steal Ice Cave's like whole flow. You know what I mean? So I started thinking of like something that would make a good name that would make me like super recognizable and like distinguishable from other people. Is if my name wasn't like really like real words. It was kind of like just like a string of sounds.
Yeah.
And a string of letters that like looked really cool, like typed out. And I came up with a bunch of things. Like one of the first one I was gonna have here. I'll type it because I just thought it looked really cool. Like this was Nishi HQ. That was gonna be my name.
Ooh, that actually does look kind of cool. Wait.
Yeah, it was gonna be Nishi HQ. One problem is my aunt. Her nickname is Nishi.
Oh.
So
Narkify's grandma HQ.
It was my aunt.
Oh, it was your aunt. Oh, Narkify's aunt HQ.
And like I started coming up with a bunch of names. Like I think I landed on like it wasn't this, but like it sounded really similar to like Kaleidoscope. And like I thought of like I think one of the names I had for a bit on my like new Discord account was like Borky. and I came up with something involving like narc, like NARK. And every time I Googled them, because I made sure every time I came up with a name, that I would make sure that like basically no one else on the internet like had that, because I wanted, once I like established myself like on YouTube and on other social media platforms and stuff, that like when people Googled my username, like I would be the first thing that came up. And eventually I landed on Narkify, and I made my channel. I created the channel that we all know and love today. It actually isn't it wasn't freshly made. It was actually a rebrand of the ditched Coffee Tune channel.
Oh yeah.
So when I came back with that name, I actually still had like 400 subscribers. Which was really awkward because I lost them all very fast when I started uploading because no one knew who the I was. And I would like join like public Discord like VCs and with people, and like I'd play like Among Us with random people on Discord.
Yeah.
Because that was the thing at the time. It was like 2021.
I remember my friend got on the bus and they were telling me about Among Us, and I'm like, the last letter of the name is us. It must be like that zombie game, The Last of Us. And I was like, is it that zombie game?
The Last of Us? Oh my god.
I was actually playing it with that same friend, dude.
Ever. I love that game. Do not get me started on that this interview.
Dude, I love that game. You know what? No. You and me, Narkify, we're doing a playthrough of that for a channel. Yes.
Please, I'm begging. I love that game so much. I need to replay it. Anyways, we're almost there. We're almost there.
Okay.
Narkify. People did not know, like, I'd like show up on people's like live streams and chat, and they'd like greet me, and they'd be like, I have no fucking idea how to pronounce your name. This one kid who was streaming what was the game? It was Super Mario Sunshine. He was speedrunning Super Mario Sunshine, and I showed up because I was very into speedrunning at the time, obviously. Well, not obviously. You guys don't fucking know anything about me. I used to be a speedrunner. I used to be I still kind of am. Anyways, there's so
Shady
much
Sam
fucking
world
lore about me,
record
dude.
holder.
But like the kid, I will never forget the way he pronounced my name. He said Narkify. He pronounced it Narkify.
Canary.
And I was like, okay, everybody in the entire world, everyone and their mother is pronouncing this name wrong because that's just a string of letters that no one knows how to do. And so with my friend, and I was like, which one do you think sounds better to say, Canark or Canarkify or Narkify? Because like I wanted to shorten the name so that way people could pronounce it, and we both agreed that like typing the word Narkify like that, like we thought that just like that string of letters just looked really cool.
It does. It does look really cool.
And also Narkify is like a very like recognizable, like distinguishable, like it's a very distinct name. So I eventually decided, yep, I'm gonna get rid of the first two letters and we're gonna settle on Narkify. And immediately what I did is I just stole the handle Narkify on literally everything. Everything I could. So yeah, and now here we are.
Damn, I did not have the same stroke of luck as you, because if you search up Bootu, you find like cameras and shit. And like when I first started my channel, when I posted 0 videos, there was a channel with like 12k subs named Bootu Gaming. But the reason I didn't change it was because it was Bootu was a nickname that my mom gave me, and I just spelt it differently for my YouTube channel name. So I'm like, nah, it's kind of special now. I gotta keep it. Yeah, that's how Bootu came to be. I've told the story like 3 times over the span of my
Sorry
YouTube.
for my story of my name.
It is
so
okay, Narkify. That's why I brought you on here. Narkify, I was genuinely thinking of adding preparing 50 to 100 questions, and I'm so glad I didn't do that. Holy.
Bro, this would just not have happened. We would have had to schedule a different time.
It's okay though. Next question.
Yeah. What question are we on now? Like,
that was question 1 of the questions I have for you.
Holy f***! Okay, I'll try to not yap as much for that.
Okay, question number however many. If you had to give some advice to new YouTubers, what would it be?
New YouTubers, be patient. Like, just genuinely be patient. Like, so much of my stresses came from me just being too fucking greedy, and like when things didn't get like 1 trillion views in like 2 seconds, I'd get sad. And I think that's just a big fault, is you have to make what you want to make. You have to make what you want to make, because if you don't, you are going to get burnt out very easily. And another thing also is don't feel pressured. Just do what you want when you want to. The only time you should ever feel like you have to do anything is if it becomes your livelihood or like something like that. Just be patient, because the more you go at it, if you go at it for long enough, it will work out eventually. If you have the passion, if the passion is there, then your content will go somewhere. You might not get 1 million subscribers, but it will go somewhere. If you have any creative bone in your body, you are capable of making something. Just be patient, because everyone's first video is terrible, and everyone's first video doesn't get 1 million views. Okay, like you have to be patient. You have to wait for things to blow up. You have to wait for, your skills to improve. And another thing is, if you have like friends who like watch your videos, and they're always telling you, "Oh, that was amazing, that was great," probably get different people to critique your videos. And that's not dissing your friends. That's just because I've seen so many people that clearly have like the creativity and passion, but they definitely have so many flaws with their content that is going to keep them in the place that they're at. And all their friends, instead of helping them and helping them improve and like figure out their distinct style and everything, they're all just like, "Oh, great video." I'm like, sure, maybe it's a great video, but like you have to help your friends too. You have to help them, because otherwise they're gonna stay where they are, and that's gonna hurt them in the long run. So my advice: take people's criticism. Don't listen to people that like tell you to off yourself, though. Those are not people that will help you. I'm talking about people that actually care about you.
Thankfully,
be patient and have fun. Those are the most important things about
thankfully
doing anything on YouTube.
I've not gotten any death threats I say as Narkify immediately proceeds to go type out a death threat. You should triple spike yourself. Dude, I remember being, like, sad for, like, 5 minutes, like, the day after I posted the Decay video, being like, oh, man, Kiwi Penguin didn't see the video yet. Wah!
He will. Trust me, he will. He'll find a way.
Trust. That has, like, surprisingly become, like, my second most viewed thing on my channel, like, next to a short. Surprisingly. I literally just needed to mention Narkify, and the views are rolling in.
I find that so surreal that like I'm like a known name. Like I literally see people talking about me in other YouTube comment sections, and I get jump scared because I'm like, there's no fucking way people actually just like know who I am or like actually care about what I do. Anyways, yeah, that's my answer to the question earlier. Yeah.
All right. Next question. What is your dream hardest?
My dream hardest? Fuck, I have a lot of them. So I'm just gonna list off a couple.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Sure,
I
don't mind.
have a specific one. Well, actually, I do have a specific one, but I'll leave that for last because I don't know if that'll be a hardest if I ever do actually beat it.
Okay.
Network, Shuketsu, Unknown, Slaughterhouse, and of course, I think all of you saw this a mile away, Stellar Night by Ice Cave.
Yeah! Rob Top ready right this fucking instant.
He really needs to, dude. I'm so surprised. It's been sent. It got sent by a mod like last week, so I'm hoping he sees it sometime soon.
Yeah. All right.
It also has been sent like 20
times. All right, we got a question that didn't take 50 minutes.
Let's go.
Yeah. What are the most and least attempts you spent on an extreme demon?
Okay, least amount of attempts was pretty recently. I beat it extreme in under 1,000 for the first time. I beat it in 949 attempts. Was It Back by Hangiki.
Oh yeah, that level. I love that level. It's so.
I can't talk. It Back by Hangi King.
It's so
yeah.
good. It's so good.
I beat that in 949 attempts. That is my lowest attempt count on any extreme so far. And hopefully I'll beat it soon. But Super Hate Me World is by far, the most amount of attempts I've ever spent on an extreme. I will add up attempts right now. I have the game open. Alright, so Super Hate Me World, I have 94% and 59,081 attempts.
That is not a lot.
That is a ton. What are you talking about?
I have over 200k on Slaughterhouse.
Jesus.
I have 100k on the Start Pause copy alone.
Bro, I beat Moment as a hardest as a jump from troll level, and it only took me 9.2k.
Like, I think I'm just bad at the game, guys.
No, I think I just underestimate my own skill, to be honest.
I think I overestimate mine.
You're also jumping to Slaughterhouse for about easy to even.
That's true, but if I manage to do it, I get Slaughterhouse's Discord, so... Also, Ice Cave, if you're somehow watching this video, hi!
He might. Nico, if you're watching this video, I love you.
Alright, next question. Okay, this one's gonna be an interesting one. What is your most controversial GD hot take?
I mean, I feel like the hottest take I've ever publicly stated is either Ice Cave is a good level maker.
That's a hot take? Really?
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, Ice Cave was literally almost doxxed over the grief layout, dude.
What?
Yeah, he gets like endless harassment over.
I will not stand for this slander of Ice Cave. I will not stand for this.
Anyways, it's either the Ice Cave is a good creator, or Bloodbath is a terrible extreme demon. That's probably it. I also don't like to run levels. If you know anything about me, I love positivity. I love uplifting others instead of on them. Just in my opinion, I just really did not like the gameplay of Bloodbath. It felt super RNG to play, and I hated every second of it.
That's fair.
I actually didn't hate every second of it. I actually liked it at first.
Yeah.
I just had no control over every attempt. Every attempt was bad, and the whole level just felt really, really awkward and weird to play, and it felt really boring, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never really seen a lot of people hate on Bloodbath, so I guess that would probably be it.
This question is going to be like a very hit or miss thing, as in like if it gets a good answer, yippee. If it either just doesn't make sense or like there's not a good answer, What is going through your head when you get to the last part of an extreme demon? What are you thinking at that moment?
Well, it depends on like if it's just like an easy extreme, then I'm just like focusing on making sure I don't die, and then I'm just like, oh, nice. If it's like super hate me world, I probably can't see the fucking screen anymore because my brain is hallucinating.
Really?
Dude, okay, actually, I have a quick anecdote because I don't want this interview to take 20 years, but also I want to explain this. So when I beat 666 as the second hardest, and I am not joking. I literally almost passed out. My nerve control on Rage 2, like, it was definitely a lot more manageable than 666, I'd say. That's mainly just because I got much better at the game in between 666 and Rage. But, like, when I was beating Rage, like, I was, like, locked in, I was, like, trembling a little bit, and I was just making sure, I was just going through it, and I was, like, I was not even fully there consciously. Like, I was literally just, like, looking at the things on my
Like your
screen.
soul left your body.
I was ascending. I was literally an out-of-body experience when I beat Rage. But, like, 666, I got to the last cube memory part, right after the, like, flashy part, and I am not joking, I was sweating balls. I was sweating bullets, dude. I was sweating like crazy. I was looking at the whole screen and I was shaking and I was like everything but my hand that was playing the game that was touching my up arrow. Everything in my body was shaking except for my hand, and I was watching and I was like memorizing every single thing, and I was like, okay, I'm doing this, and I was locked the fuck in. I was sweating, and then I beat it, and I'm not even kidding. When I tell you I could hear my heartbeat and I could feel it like pop out of my chest, I mean that literally. Like,
oh yeah, I know that feeling.
Ridiculous.
I know that feeling.
It was so fucking ridiculous. And then when I actually beat the level, it was like shaking so bad I couldn't talk. The person in the call was fucking moaning. And I was adding up my attempts and I stopped the recording. I literally just like took a minute, I muted, and I went to the bathroom because my hair literally was just dipped in the fucking ocean. So I had to literally like dry myself off.
That's
and
actually
I had to, like,
really
take
funny.
a shower from the amount of fucking, like sweat that was just on me. I was like, holy shit. Like, I could not play the game anymore after that, like, for the rest of the day. Like, I was good after that. But yeah, no, it depends. My nerve control can get really bad, and I think that makes a lot of sense considering I have GAD, I have generalized anxiety disorder. So
yeah. The other day I got like this is a genuine thing. I got diagnosed with a big sad. I got diagnosed with a social anxiety disorder. Next question. Do you think challenges are a good way to get skill? Why or why not?
Yes, but not in the way that most people go about it. I see a lot of people tend to like struggle because they only play challenges or they like mainly play challenges. And I mean, being a challenge player isn't a bad thing. Just like if you want to have any skill other than just beating like really short like bursts of like wave or something, you have to play them in moderation. I'd say. Like I do play challenges sometimes, mainly just because my best game modes are cube, ship, and wave. So I play wave challenges, ship challenges, sometimes cube challenges. Although a lot of them are really just not good.
Yeah.
Or too hard. Anyways, but with challenges. I would say if you are struggling with a certain game mode, like playing challenges based around that game mode, or just playing like general challenges, are definitely good for building skill. Just you have to do them in moderation, like especially if you are like an extreme demon player like me. Don't play challenges too much because otherwise you will get really frustrated trying to do any level that is longer than like 15 seconds. Like if you're doing a challenge, let's say one of the like wave challenges you beat is like the wave in Super Hate Me World, and then like you want to actually beat Super Hate Me World, you are not going to fucking beat the level for like 3 goddamn years, and you're gonna hate it because it's gonna feel way too hard. And that's the unfortunate curse of a lot of challenge players, I think.
Yeah.
So basically, play them in moderation, and don't put all of your points into one thing. Like when you're playing like Fallout, don't put all of your points into charisma, because it'll only help for certain things. Okay, so like in Geometry Dash, don't make your best game mode UFO, and then you don't put anything into anything else. Or like you're really good at like really precise straight fly, but you can't beat like Stereo Madness because the cue parts are too hard.
Yeah.
Like, just don't do that. Just like generalize your skill set as much as you can. Just have fun. Just play the game however the fuck you want to, and don't play challenges too much.
All right. Good answer. Good answer. Do you think you think someone with the bare minimum equipment can be a top player? So like shitty laptop, 60 FPS, no mega hack, no geode, no nothing.
I just saw someone beat. I saw someone on Twitter beat Seikipin Circles.
That's how you pronounce Seikupin?
Huh?
That's how you pronounce it? Seikupin?
Yes. I always have since Seikipin Hell came out. That's always how I've said it. I know it's probably not the right way to say it. I just say it.
I always say it like Seikupin or Sakupin.
That's what most people say. I have to say Seikipin Hell and like Seikipin Circles. Anyways, that level, hard wave level. It's 11th hardest level in the game.
I thought number 11. No, I thought number 11 was Cockmark. No, wait, no. No, okay, no. Continue. My bad. I'm stupid.
They beat it on like a really shitty 60 hertz monitor with an office mouse, like with an actual just like office mouse on like the family computer or something, and they beat it.
That's
and it didn't like take them like 20,000 years or something. It only took them like, I don't know. It took like a pretty like understandable amount of attempts and amount of time. So I think you definitely can. Just equipment helps tremendously, and also it'll be probably a lot more frustrating to play the game on lower end devices and equipment because like input delay and shit. I cannot handle it anymore. Ever since getting a good keyboard, I just cannot handle it.
Yeah, I cannot function on mobile anymore. Okay.
Just like a whole second of delay, bro.
Literally, one time my friend came over, I let him try my SEO device and my laptop, and he's like, "Dude, what the fuck is this? I can't do the levels that I practice because there's no delay." You've already answered this question technically, but was your growth on YouTube exponential, or was it like you got a sudden burst of subs and viewership?
Both. I definitely got a sudden burst after my video blew up, but people stuck around, and I think I did a good job of handling the influx of people, because I still get, even when I'm not posting, I still like get a pretty decent amount of like attention and subscribers and shit.
Yeah.
I would say me suddenly becoming popular was out of nowhere. But generally I'd say I've been I've just been climbing the ladder, you know. I didn't just like jump to the top and then fall.
We're actually at the final question now. Which video that you've made or that you've been in was your favorite and why?
Okay, well I guess I can answer those separately. Favorite video that was not on my channel that I was in was Gadget's Map Pack video. That is one of my favorite GD videos I've ever watched.
It's so good.
It's so good.
I love it.
And also, I was acting like a crack addict in that video. Like, it honestly feels like I was watching a different person. It was really funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my favorite video that I didn't make. Favorite video that I've made is either my video with Gadget, or my Rage. Actually, I'd probably say that my favorite video I've made is my Rage video. I still think that that is my best so far.
I think that's actually my favorite Narkify video.
I don't blame you.
I mean, it was
it's
my
definitely
first.
like
I've seen it. It was my
classic.
first Narkify video. I've seen it like 10 times now. I might watch it again before I go to bed tonight.
Someone in my community tab told me that that was their favorite video they've ever seen on YouTube, and they watched it like 20 times in one day
Holy
and weren't
shit.
tired of it. And like, I wanted to cry because I was like, holy shit, there's no way people actually think one of my videos is good. Yeah.
I think some of the jokes that I made in the Muck video were like really fucking stupid, and like I added way too many time lapses. I made some really stupid jokes that like did not land at all, and I just added like the most random. I added an entire part of just us fighting Gronk, but with Psycho Cruise playing in the background for some reason, which I got the music from a shopping cart edit.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So it's like I don't. It was so bad now that I look back on it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is gonna be so bad because we're just talking for most of the time. I mean, I know that's what an interview is, but like we're talking off topic for like 3 hours or some shit. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Yeah, thank you, Narkify, for letting me do this interview with you.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that I got interviewed at all, because I didn't think anybody was gonna be like, think of me as like an important enough person to interview. So thank you.
Thank you. This is like my 3rd time saying it. Thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever that may be. Adios, amigos.